Today we're going to set up the JNC Radio MC-750 portable HF antenna. They call it a portable HF GP antenna. I don't know what GP means. This was sent to me. It says powered by Chelegance, probably saying that wrong, and M.Space. So Chelegance is their Chelegance. I don't remember how he told me to pronounce that. I met up with them a couple years ago, but they were at Dayton Hamvention of 2023, and they had this antenna on display and 2 or 3 other products, including a QRP tuner. You're gonna see a video about that later. They sent this to me and they said, hey, we want you to do a video with this, and I said I would be glad to. These types of portable antennas are always fun to take to a park and do parks on the air, and we're here at Galveston Island State Park today, and so I'm gonna set this up right now. Today's video is sponsored by Mezzi and Poloni Coax. You can save a 5% discount at the link in the description below, which is my Gigaparts page, with the coupon code of KC5HWB on all Mezzi and Poloni products. You can also go to mezzi.it, which is their website in Italy, and you save a 5% with the same discount code, KC5HWB. So if Gigaparts doesn't have something in stock, or if they don't carry the entire line, but if they don't carry the entire line, go to mezzi.it and check out all of the other products they have, including a buku of PL259 and SMA and Type N and other types of connectors. Check all those out and use the coupon code of KC5HWB for a 5% discount there too. Thanks for sponsoring this video, Mezzi and Poloni. All right, so we've got this nice carrying case that it comes in, which I think is, you know, sometimes I'm more impressed by the packaging and the carrying case than I am the entire antenna, but we haven't used this one yet, so we're gonna find out what it's like. So these are radials that it comes with these banana plugs on there. So those are for the ground radials. Comes with a really nice ground spike right there, kind of a dangerous looking ground spike. I don't know if I would take that on an airplane because you could cause some serious damage to a person with that, and they might look at you kind of funny. That's the MC-750 is the model number on it. Threaded shaft there, so you stick that into the ground, and it's got a SO239 on it. You can also add this 40-meter coil to it, 40-meter coil that comes with it, which we're not going to get on 40 meters today, but it's clearly marked 7 megahertz right there, so you can add that to it if you want to, have a 40-meter vertical as well. Presumably, it'll be tunable from, I don't know, probably 10 to 20, maybe 10 to 30 without the coil on it, so we're going to find that out here in a minute. So we've got the ground spike there, and then I've got a telescoping whip here, which is commonly used in several antennas today. I've got a similar whip on my MPass 2.0. I've got an MFJ whip that's similar to this as well. Stainless steel, so that's always good. And then we've got the extension mast there that goes between the ground spike and the telescoping whip. So we're going to put this together right now and see what it does with the park activation. All right, as I was expanding the whip, I noticed that it's marked. It's marked with, and it will go to 6 meters. I said 10 to 20, maybe 30 at first. It'll actually do 30 meters and 40 meters with the coil, the 40-meter coil, and there's instructions in the manual that tell you how to do that. But without the coil, it will do 50 megahertz down to 14 megahertz, which is 6 meters to 20 meters. And if you can see this real quick, it's marked 14 megahertz right there on the stainless steel whip. Now it confused me because it's marked 7 megahertz. So we start at and let's start at the other end. I'll show you the first thing I saw, which was right there. It says 28 megahertz right there, which is obviously 10 meters. So 28 megahertz there. It says 24 megahertz there. So 10, 12, 15, 18 megahertz, which is 17 meters. And then it skips and it goes down to 40, skipping 20, but then 20 is right there. So what it means is you add the coil and you set it there for 40 megahertz. It does say 6 meters in the manual, but it's not marked for 6 meters, so we'd have to figure that out later about where to do 6 meters on it. But that's pretty cool. None of the other telescoping whips I have markings on them like that. Curious to see how long that lasts before they wear off. but it looks like it's etched in there. It's not just painted, so it should last a long time. This is the new POTA Flex coax that Stefano sent me from Mezzi and Poloni. It comes on this roll-up winder, and the way it's made is to be very flexible and very portable so that you can wind it up a bunch, wind it and unwind it and rewind it and unwind it again a bunch specifically for POTA activations. It's also this, I think they call it yellow. It looks more like an orange color to me. It's like a light orange, really. And it's easy to see so people won't step on it, but they're gonna step on it anyway. We're gonna roll this out right here. It's got these really nice PL259s on the end of it with heat shrink on each end. And it comes with this adapter that goes from SO239 to BNC. So you can use this with radios like the 705 or the FX4CR or a lot of your QRP radios, to where this end goes into the antenna, or you can switch it and you could put this end in the back of like an IC7300 or FTDX10, which is what I'm doing today, and you can connect this end into like a pack antenna or a number of end-fed half-wave antennas that all have BNC connectors. So it's including that adapter with it was a very smart idea. It makes it very versatile so that you've got PO259s on both ends, plus an adapter. You can put BNC on one end if you want to, and switch back and forth between antennas and different radios, QRP radios that carry that connector. So we're gonna hook this up right now. Got the whole thing set up now. Show you what it looks like, which is right there. So there's the ground radios, 4 ground radios, obviously. Like I said, they're yellow, so hopefully people won't step on them, but they probably will, and just get used to that. They're not that long though. And that's the maximum length that they go. And there's nothing in the instruction manual that I found that said to set them out to different lengths. I guess you could try it and see what happens, but that's what it is. So this is the ground stake right here. Now it says to put the ground stake inside the ground as far as possible. That's a great idea. But we haven't had much rain in Galveston in the last couple of months. You know, it's the end of August right now. That's about as far as I can get it without taking a hammer to it, which I don't want to do that. If you do have to hammer it, I'd suggest putting like a 2x4 on top of it and hammering the top of the 2x4 so as not to damage the antenna itself. But that's as far as I could get it to go right now. But I think it's going to work because I already took an SWR meeting, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So that goes into the ground. The radios go on it, obviously. Call this the antenna arm. And if you read the instructions correctly, it says to put this antenna arm in first, and then if you're going to add 40, put it here. Which I think is odd that the coil is up there, but I guess it makes sense because it's at the bottom of what I guess is the radiating element. So the 40 meter coil would go here, according to the instructions. You would set your whip for the certain length as compared to these markers that I showed you a minute ago. Okay, I don't know where it would be marked for 6 meters, but according to the manual, it'll do 6 meters. But that's what it looks like there. Thankfully, there's nobody else out at the park right now. Oh, there's somebody right there. It's Thursday afternoon, the weekend before, the Thursday before Labor Day weekend. The masses will arrive sometime tomorrow, late morning, early afternoon. But right now, I pretty much have the park to myself. I've set this up. I got the Mezzi and Poloni POTA Flex coax going all the way over here. I set up my station and my laptop. This is my new Tough Pad that the tech prepper forced me to buy. He forced me to buy that. It was not my decision, it was his. I was coerced into it. So just want everyone to know that for sure. But, okay, so what I did was I plugged it in and I set it to the 20 meter setting on the whip. And what I did here was I went into multi and I let it scan. It's gonna scan all the ham bands here. And it comes up 20 meters, 1.4 to 1 at 14.379, which is a little, 14.379 is above the 20 meter band. And I went back out here, above the 20 meter ham band, I should say. And I go in here and I manipulated it a little bit and I got about a 1.3 to 1 at 14.5. So that tells me since the dip is above the ham band on a higher frequency, make sure I say this correctly because I say stuff wrong all the time in case you guys haven't noticed. That tells me the antenna is a tad too short because the longer your antenna, the longer antennas are made for the lower frequencies. So if the dip on this antenna is higher in frequency, 14.5 is the dip, that means the antenna is too short. And that's good because that whip is not out all the way. It's got another section or two it'll go. I stopped at the 20 meter section. So I'm just gonna move it out like probably 6 inches and see what happens there. So I could totally leave it here and just hit the tune button on the radio. I mean, 1.4, 1.5, who cares? Anything below 3.1, that radio will tune just fine. But let's try it and see because there is plenty more room here. So I'm gonna raise it up like, I don't know, 6 inches above that mark right there. I've got an entire other section right here that I could put down on it. So this section with the 14 megahertz mark is not out all the way, and there's another section beneath it in the bottom section, so it'll go up a lot higher than it is right now. So I just moved it 6 inches. We're gonna take another reading and see what happens. And now we're at 1.3 at 14.26. And then, oh, look at that, 2 meters. 2.85 at 14.02. Okay, we're not gonna do any 2 meters contacts today on this antenna or this radio. So 1.3 at 14.26. It came down about 200 to 300 kilohertz. All right. So that's good. That's a move in the right direction. Let's do that again. This piece right here with the 14 megahertz marking, I've got it out all the way. One thing that's important to note is those markers are starting points, okay? Because it makes a difference, the soil content of where you are, your measurement above sea level. We are literally at sea level. That's the Gulf of Mexico right there. Okay, so if you're couple hundred feet above sea level, a couple thousand feet above sea level, if you're over rock, over soil, over different minerals in the soil, it's going to affect your SWR. If you're over a wet ground rather than a very, very dry ground like this, I could come back out here about a month from now after it rains a lot and take totally different readings. So that starting point was almost dead on. So I'm not disappointed with that at all. Back in the main menu there, and I'm going to hit multi again. 1.34 at 14.029. Okay, that actually moved it a lot more than I thought it would. Moved it, well, about another 200 kilohertz down. So that's probably, I guess we could split the difference, but I could go back here and go to ham. And on 20 meters, it's going to tell me 1.34 at 14.04, 1.48, 14.275, it's almost okay. 1.4, 1.36 at 14.175. So we're below 2. We're below 1.5 on the whole band. So you know what? I think we're gonna go with that.
Kilo Echo 9, Juliet, Quebec. You're calling in 590, Kilo 4120, QSL.
Okay, let's try this. Because I contacted Whiskey Echo 4 Delta X-Ray just then, but he's way down in the noise. They're in Louisiana. I don't know who that's. That might be side boom. I wonder if that's side boom activating. Anyway, he was activating in Louisiana, which is just the next state over. And he's way down in the noise. But I got him in the logbook. I heard him say my call sign back to me, and I found him in the Hammers app, so I know what park he's at. So I just, hey, there you go. Sorry. I like to try to go through and do these, try to find park-to-parks, and do park-to-park contacts before I start finding a frequency to call CQ on. Park-to-park, park-to-park.
All right, quite a few in there. We're going to take the park-to-park. Come on in now.
Yeah, park-to-park from Kilo Charlie 5, Hotel Whiskey Bravo.
Okay, Kilo Charlie 5, Hotel Whiskey Bravo. I got Jason and Tango X-Ray. QSL?
QSL. Yeah, we are at park number Kilo 3013 today.
Okay, got you at 3013.
QSL. Yeah, you're about a 5758 here, man. Sounding great. Thanks for the park-to-park today.
Okay, copy the 5 and 8. I was watching you on the meter there on your last over. I'm going to give you a 5 and 7 here, and Mike Officer in the park.
QSL. Thanks for the 5-7, 73, and good luck.
All right, you have a good day, sir. Great activation. 73, QRZ.
Some glare in the screen there, but I really like this screen here on this touchpad. This guy's in Ohio. I can probably hear him. This guy's in New York. I listened for him a minute ago. Oh no, that's 40 meters. Never mind. 255. I can usually hear New York pretty good from down here, and from Texas overall. 14349. He's too high in the band. He shouldn't be up there on upper sideband. Let's see, 292 and 304. This guy here is in Maryland. 304.
Thank you. Parked on there.
306, okay. He wasn't at 304, but I found somebody at 306, so park-to-park from Kilo Charlie 5, Hotel Whiskey Bravo.
Kilo Charlie 5, Hotel Whiskey Bravo. This is Kilo 4, Echo Papa Hotel at Park Kilo 7471, 7471,
QSL, I got 7471. You're a 5-9 into Galveston Island State Park, Kilo 3013, QSL.
Roger, Kilo 3013, you're a 5-7 here at Alatoona Pass Battlefield, northwest of Atlanta.
Roger, 73. Thanks for the contact and good luck today.
Thank you, sir. Stand by for second operator. Second operator here. This is Kilo Mike 4 Alpha Uniform X-Ray. Again, Kilo Mike 4 Alpha Uniform X-Ray. How are you today?
Kilo Mike 4 Alpha Uniform X-Ray. Great signal, 5x9 into Galveston Island State Park, Kilo 3013.
Thank you for the contact, Jackson. We appreciate it, and you have a great day.
Roger, Roger, 73, and good luck today.
73.
This is my first time using the tablet, the FZ Golf 1 tablet with hammers. Is this frequency in use from Kilo Charlie 5 Hotel Whiskey Bravo? Is this frequency in use, Kilo Charlie 5 Hotel Whiskey Bravo? All right, CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air, Kilo Charlie 5 Hotel Whiskey Bravo. Calling CQ Parks on the air from Galveston Island State Park, Kilo 3013. Calling CQ POTA and listening.
Alpha Delta 0 Yankee Lima.
No spot, no nothing called. Alpha Delta 0 Yankee Lima. Good afternoon. 5-7 into Kilo 3013.
I copy 3013. You are 5-9 into Missouri. My your engine. I copy Kilo Charlie 5 Whiskey Bravo QSL.
QSL, that is correct.
7380YL.
QSL, thanks for the contact today. 73 QRZ.
Whiskey 9 Alpha Mike Oscar.
Whiskey 9 Alpha Mike Oscar, 5x9 into Kilo 3013.
You're 5-9 here at India Lima, Southern Illinois.
Got the 5-9 in Illinois. Thanks for the contact today. 73. QRZ from Kilo Charlie 5 Hotel Whiskey Bravo Parks on the air. I was going to spot myself, and 2 stations picked me up immediately. CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. Kilo Charlie 5 Hotel Whiskey Bravo. Calling CQ Parks on the air from Galveston Island State Park, Kilo 3013. Calling CQ POTA and listening. Yeah, park to park station. Come back. Okay, is it Whiskey Victor 1 Whiskey? Okay, Whiskey Victor 1 Whiskey. You are about a 3x3 into Texas. Roger, Roger. Okay, give me your park number. I need your park number. Okay, QSL. Didn't know his park number.
0672 0672
Roger. Yeah, your signal came up that time, about a 5x5. 0672. Got you in the logbook, man. Thanks for the park to park. QRZ from Kilo Charlie 5 Hotel Whiskey Bravo Parks in the air.
Kilo 4 Charlie India Hotel.
Kilo 4 station.
Kilo 4 Charlie India Hotel. QSL.
Kilo 4 Charlie India Hotel 5-9 into Kilo 3013.
QSL 5-9. I'll also have you 5-9 into Georgia. Thanks for the activation.
Thanks for the contact in Georgia. 73 QRZ.
Kilo 7 Foxtrot Hotel Charlie.
Kilo 7 Foxtrot Hotel Charlie 5-9.
5-9 up here in Indiana also.
Copy the 5-9 in Indiana, Jeff. Good to work you again. 73. Thanks for the contact.
Negative on the Jeff. You have Kilo 7 Foxtrot Hotel Charlie.
Kilo 7 Foxtrot Hotel Charlie. Yeah, it comes up in Hammers as Jeff.
That should be Steve. I've checked that. Anyway, 5-9 Indiana. Thanks, Jacob.
Roger. Yeah, it does show Indiana also. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's pulling from Hamlib, but I can you can change it to QRZ, but that's where I'm pulling from now. So anyway, thanks for the contact, man. 73 CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. Kilo Charlie 5 Hotel Whiskey Bravo. Calling CQ Parks on the air from Galveston Island State Park, Kilo 3013. Calling CQ POTA and listening.
Kilo 4 Echo Oscar.
Is it Kilo 4 Echo Romeo Oscar?
Roger. You were 5'9" in Georgia, 5'9" in Georgia.
QSL, John, you're also a 5x9 in the Galveston Island State Park, Kilo 3013.
QSL, thank you.
Thanks for the contact, 73. QRZ, Kilo Charlie 5, Hotel, Whiskey Bravo.
Kilo 4, Delta Tango, Romeo.
Kilo 4, Delta Tango Romeo, 5x9.
Yeah, QSL, Jason, you are 5'9", West Central Florida, Hernando County.
Copy the 5'9" in Florida. Good propagation to the east today. Appreciate the contact, 73. QRZ, Kilo Charlie 5, Hotel, Whiskey Bravo, Parks in the Air.
Kilo Oscar 4, Yankee Alpha X-Ray.
Kilo Oscar 4, Yankee Alpha X-Ray, 5x5.
Thanks for the 5x5. I also have a 5x5 from southeastern Wisconsin. I'm portable in southeastern Wisconsin. 2-0.
Portable in southeastern Wisconsin. Sounding good down here on the Gulf of Mexico. Thanks for getting in the logbook today.
So I'll let you go. 73.
73, and thanks for the contact. So I made about, I don't know, 25 contacts or something like that in about a half hour. And I wish I could stay longer, but I got something to do this afternoon. I like to try to make 100 contacts every time I come out here, but I made 105 yesterday, so we'll be back next week. Check the links in the description below for this great antenna. Successful POTA activation, 73.